But now we're gonna react to the Starfield Direct.
Yeah, we're getting shoehorned straight into it.
Yeah, well, I actually like that a lot. That we're not mucking around. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to One Up Games. React to the Starfield Direct. It's starting straight away. If you haven't seen our reacts to the Xbox Direct, go watch that now.
Yep.
Where's Todd? Come on, Todd. Come on, Todd.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here. And that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Cool. Okay, I want to see more. You know, I want to see some gameplay. I want to see.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world.
Wow.
It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours.
God, I wish that co-op.
And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it.
Oh, don't even.
From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance,
white run.
to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
Unironically, I would love that.
That isn't just a backdrop.
Oh,
that
like
moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too.
Like a cool,
we realistically
like
simulate
or something
the
named
galaxy
after
around you.
Other places in their IPs.
Our next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system.
Is that a vault?
And of course,
Oh,
you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
Cool. Third or first person? Nice to see. What do you reckon, third or first?
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game, given its scale.
Exploring and first for combat.
That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in.
Because I like games that allow you
You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
People are gonna be pissy because they're looking at this right now, and I bet they're like, it's No Man's Sky, right? But I'm gonna be that guy. And I'm gonna say, if this game comes out and works, No Man's Sky loses.
Yeah.
Combat looks pretty tight.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Rumor is id Software helping with combat.
You can definitely see the like Fallout UI with like the names with the
We do love
like
stuff and
levels.
all of the items allowing you to pick everything
Well,
up.
apparently the big rumor on the internet is the reason Starfield was delayed was because
This
they
is
weren't
the
happy
hub
with the
for
combat.
everything you're
and they brought
doing,
in
from
software
your
to
skills
fix it.
to your ship, your missions,
So
and
looking
your
at that,
inventory.
that
We
looks
love
a
to
lot
pack a ton
cleaner
of
than the
detail
last
in
time we
every
saw it.
object, from all of your weapons
Holy shit, the guns are
to
amazing.
spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food.
Holy shit.
When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can
God,
take
I hope
with
we
you.
can name our ship.
I left Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Captain Howard. He can say your name.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space
Can I
exploration.
call myself Senor
to evoke the
Sinclair?
romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual
NASA
interest is.
punk, that's
Obviously,
clever.
the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them,
Interesting.
versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further
Holy
to see all
shit.
the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these
That is
systems.
so many suns.
And you will
that
need to upgrade
eventually
your
just
ship and skills if
explode.
you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
That's so cool.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast
Wow.
buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and
Whoa.
quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Oh, that totally confirms it.
What?
The collector's edition
Welcome
is
to
called the
Constellation.
Constellation Edition,
We have a
and
lot
apparently
to
in that
talk about.
collector's edition,
By the
you get a
time you meet
watch
them,
that looks just
Constellation
like
is sort of seen as this
Right.
mythical group.
So
Most
to
people
me, that
don't
kinda
even know they
confirms that
exist
that leak
anymore.
was real.
They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's
pretty sick.
biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
Whoa. This is is the worst
The United
reaction ever.
Colonies
I'm just
is where
so
you'll
wrapped
find
up in
New
all of it
Atlantis,
that I'm just
the
like,
first major human settlement
I'm
in
so
space.
wrapped. Yeah.
The people who live here value law,
I'm looking at it and I'm
discipline,
like,
and
this
the
can't be
legacy
real.
of
Like,
humanity. They
I never
consider
want to leave
themselves
this
the
game.
true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
God, Red Faction.
Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems.
11 hours.
This is Freestar Collective Space. The
You can
capital
be a
of the Freestar
space
Collective
cowboy.
is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most
I
hostile
love his
factions
shirt,
in the
the space
galaxy.
whale thing. That's sick.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell.
Excited, but
I'm the type of person
I
who
just
spends hours in character
can't have
creation.
it be like
And I think
Elder
people are going to
Scrolls.
be
Like, I
really
can't have it
excited
come
when
out
they
and
see
be
all of
broken.
the improvements we've made.
I'll be so
One of the biggest
upset
overhauls
if, like,
was done
day
to
one it
our
drops
character
and
generation
I'm seeing
system.
all these
We scanned a
reviews
wide
that are
range of
like, "Hey guys,
faces
it's
from different
broken,
age groups
leave it
and
alone."
ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Oh wow. That character creator was deep.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Cool.
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings, it's a lot. But I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
Sick.
Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant, talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help
Super
track down a
RPG
monster.
like.
Fine.
I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
That's very much like Fallout.
Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait
What
is
a
kid
punch
stuff.
in the
You have to pay some
Punch it in
credits
the
to
face.
support your parents,
like
but
Tingle.
they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
Wow.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
The replayability on this is
view.
going to be insane.
It's a feast for the eyes.
Yep.
Off we go.
And someone
to
will break it
another
within the first 10
adventure.
minutes.
Oh, dude.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
He killed the adoring fan.
Once you've built the perfect character, that's when your journey can really begin. We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
Cool.
Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
That's a very
I like the
deep skill
xenosociology
tree.
skill because it
I
lets
like
me
that a
mind
lot.
control aliens.
Very good.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
Oh, dude, I'm boost packing everywhere too.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
One punch!
That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost
those,
pack
like,
over
golf
guys and I
hats? There's,
throw
like, half
landmines
hats
at them.
like that guy's wearing. I'd like to adopt that as an old man.
I like blowing stuff up.
Or maybe like... That's how you know it's early in the morning.
Yes.
Talking about freaking bandanas.
You're like wearing a bandana is a good idea.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
I wonder how long it's going to take someone to see
Our
it all.
team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
This feels like Star Citizen, right?
It's all
But you don't have
out
to
there.
pay 10 million to get invested.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity. Because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost
This will
like having
definitely be a
another
crazy
character
game if it
or
delivers on
home
even
you
half
can
the
make
shit that
all
they're
your
saying.
own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions,
Do you know what would
or
be
even do a little
sick?
smuggling. For now,
If you
though,
had a
we're going
ship,
to take
right,
our starting ship, the Frontier,
that like had
and make
like
some
let's say you've
changes.
got like a ship where
You can customize and upgrade
you've got,
everything you
like,
see
all
here.
this stuff like mining and
you have
stuff
two
like that.
ways
But when
to
you
do
get into
that.
battle,
You can quickly
like,
upgrade individual
pop
systems like your
the,
weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode.
You can like
Here
pop
you
off
can change
the back
anything
and
from
get
the
into
systems
battle
to the look and layout.
and like have like a quick little ship that
Adding
can
a
then
new
eventually
habitat
dock.
module can give you more room for crew.
Oh yeah.
Like that'd be sick.
Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance
sort of
space
like
jumps.
what was it?
You can even fully
Guardians of the
customize your
Galaxy
paint
2,
job
where
to get the
top
exact
half
look
of the
you want.
ship popped off.
Yeah.
The parts you
Or
choose
like,
to build
or
with
like
don't
in,
just
in
affect
Star
your
Wars
ship's
Rebels
stats.
with the Ghost. You know, how you
They'll
got, like,
also
the,
affect what you can do inside
the
your
Phantom
ship.
that pops off and
You can have modules
flies
for
and you can
crafting,
do, like, shit. Yeah,
or
just attaches
for
back
storing
on.
and
Like, that
displaying
would
your
be
weapons.
sick. I know I'm getting too deep, but I'm actually
Starfield's
super excited for
in-game
this
ship
game.
manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
But do you want to know what's mental? Do you want to know what's running through my mind while watching this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Elder Scrolls 6 gonna be?
Our modified Frontier is a practical
Like,
ship, but with a little
they've
creativity,
gone so above
your
and
ship
beyond for
can
this
look
game.
like almost anything
This
you want.
brand new IP,
It's
right?
a bit
Like,
odd, but one of my
I'm
favorite
gonna be
ways
dead
of
before
customizing
Starfield 2
ships
comes
is
out. And
I make
like,
them look like animals.
Elder Scrolls 6 must be like
The HMS Platypus,
so
as I called it,
freaking deep.
where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've
my
done
God.
mechs.
Looks amazing.
So it's really whatever your imagination is.
I want to make the gummy ship from Kingdom Hearts.
And while
then
you
I want
can
to build
build
a
your home
Millennium
among
Falcon.
the stars the way
Like,
you want to,
can I
you're
only have one
probably not
ship?
the only person who will call your ship home.
No, by the sounds of it, you can have multiples.
Ready to lift off when you are,
we get to
Captain.
live in space, cowboy.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts.
I wonder if you
as
can
well
like
as unique
level
quest
up their
lines.
skills as well.
Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
Oh, we got romance option.
Really loved
God.
anyone except you.
And if
Here
you're
we
looking
go,
for a little
Mass Effect
extra
levels.
help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at
I
spaceports.
can't wait to make
Got
someone
any
fall in
room
love
on your
with me.
ship for
So
someone
when they
like
say
me?
they're like, I love you, I can say, I know.
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Oh,
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run.
Wow, this game is so deep.
And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
You know the guy talking about
Getting
Roscoe?
shot. You might
Roscoe,
die.
whatever his name is?
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid
You know how he's got that
personality,
sick
so I
beard where
elongated the
bottom's
limbs.
white and the moustache is-
This tends to
is
make him
like
feel more
black?
human-like, and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so
I think
much
it's
bloodshed.
distinguished. I think it makes you look like a distinguished gentleman.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
Oh my god. You reckon Elon Musk is getting hard over this right now?
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
Dude, you even need to
And
worry
moving your
about,
power
like,
to your
power
weapons and
management on the
shields
ship.
means you're ready for a fight.
That's freaking sick.
You should always be on your toes because
Divert all
you're not
power
alone
to
out
rear
there.
deflectors.
Dude, that's why, like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I would love for this to have some sort of, like, multiplayer, like, co-op. Yeah. Like, let me explore this world with my friends. I know I'm asking a lot.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will
there'll
allow
be
you
a
to
mod
zero in
come
on
out for
specific
it.
subsystems of the ship you target.
Oh, you can pick where you want to attack.
That gives you the that system.
After destroying an enemy
Yeah,
ship,
it's basically
you can loot the remains from your cockpit.
Yeah, you can loot the remains of
You
the
can
ship.
always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Oh, you can dock? I'm gonna dock on so many ships, dude. Just be like, ahoy there, bitches.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
You can have a fleet of up to 9
But
ships.
space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make
This guy
on the way to
talking?
your next adventure.
Great hair.
Like these massive star yards.
Great fucking hair. Reminds me a lot of Matt Berry.
Walk
or
the
whatever his
halls,
name
talk to the crew, maybe get talked into
Like,
buying
hello,
a whole new
Moss.
ship.
That guy.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship. One worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance.
Sick.
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
Can I rob the cruise ship?
There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships.
Did you
I'm
see-
like,
you
this
see
is
that
now
chick?
mine. I steal all the
That is a
sandwiches
fancy
and
Apple
put
Watch
them,
band.
you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
That's fancy.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Great hair.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then, realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there,
You gotta
just
love an
waiting for
RPG
you
where
to
you're
visit.
just like off doing something and then 10 hours later you're like, what the fuck was I doing
We want
again?
you to feel like
I love those
explorers.
games
I haven't
where you just
completed
get
that thing.
lost.
Breaking
Like,
ground on new planets,
how long did it take you to do the
exploring
story?
every
Like
inch
200
of a
hours?
mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder. And sometimes a little fear.
Holy
We're giving
shit,
you
that's
a massive
awesome.
playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Now someone take this and make Star Wars.
They just do a Star Wars DLC.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much
oh, there's the
stuff, but we
collector's
thought
edition.
we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so
how
much
much is this
detail
gonna cost
into our
me?
game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD,
So it's
where
like
it's
a
the
legit
compass and then
watch.
environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care and designed this
I need
case as we
two.
did to watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates
'Cause I'll
to
break
this.
one.
Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon.
Oh,
It's got an
dude.
intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there.
Oh,
And it even tells the time.
It even tells the
We
time.
actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the
Oh, the
Xbox hardware
controllers
team,
and
and together
headsets.
we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect
That's not
pairing with
true.
that controller.
It's not the first custom headset.
No, the first custom was the anniversary.
It's the first. It's the first one based on a game, but it's not the first custom. I love the see-through bits on the controller of the headset.
Prepare for departure.
Ground jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sick.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the
Like,
exciting
checking
planets
Twitter, like,
and the
as
quiet
EB
ones.
said, get ready.
Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
That's cool. So it's different for every person.
Oh, Yeah. Means that you can't find a super OP planet and just be like, hey man, just go here. So I'm guessing there would be like static encounter planets and stuff like that. Like for story reasons. Yeah, at least it'll make it easier for them to like do different.
It's completely up to you.
Different
how you
expansions and
want
stuff
to
like that.
interact
You
with each
find new
planet.
planets.
Whether you want to explore
on a planet
and see what you can find,
something was sealed off
harvest
that now you can
resources
go
and
into.
be on
Sort
your
of
way,
thing.
or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Alright, well, nothing on the collector's edition yet. But,
that'll give them
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp.
It's like, I know I'm gonna miss out.
Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules
Maybe
come
like
in
a
all
$600
shapes and
watch.
sizes, filling all different purposes.
I'll be interested
you
to
can
see
even
exactly how
live in
much
them.
it is, right? Because
Assign
like, it's a
crew
watch
and
that actually
companions
connects
to
to
work
your
at your
phone and
outposts
does all
for
that sort of
added
stuff.
bonuses
So
and set up extractors
it
to
could be
harvest
like,
resources while
like,
you're
and
away.
then you've also got the cost of the game.
Something
so here
cool
in
we have
Australia,
this
you're
time
probably looking
is
at
we
like
have a new fly
450,
cam
400.
where you can toggle
You know
between
what I mean?
on-foot building,
Can't
or
be
you can
more
now
than
use
that.
a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of
say
the
that.
outpost and placing those
And I mean,
larger
like, they did
hubs.
try something
that way
very
you can
similar
really
when they did,
plan your structures and what the
Fallout
overall
4.
feel of your outpost
The
is.
Pip-Boy.
And then when you're on your feet,
Well, this
you
is
can
like
really
slip your phone
decorate
in.
and
That's why I'm
fine-tune
like,
things
I'd like
much
2 of
easier.
these. So like, I've got one to wear and one to like, just like keep safe.
Yeah.
Because I was literally looking at like getting a smartwatch for literal like notifications and wanting a watch. So if this fits the bill,
justification.
Yeah, legit. No, 100%.
Add crafting
yeah.
and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes. Larger magazines.
They are going
a selection
way
of
more in
grips
depth
and
than I
barrels.
thought they would.
Different ammunition like explosive
I
rounds.
appreciate it though. Appreciate it a lot.
All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Oh, you can suppress weapons. No, they say in space.
You can
they
also
can't
choose
use
to go
screen.
hands-on with melee weapons.
Well,
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
When making a game,
With
that's
Starfield,
probably
we
the side you
completely
want to be on.
overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid.
What's best for the player?
Yeah.
What's fun for the player?
It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat.
Not gonna lie, when we go away from packs, I may have to
Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
Why is that?
So I can play Starfield.
Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards.
Oh, that's cool.
Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
Come around the corner, just 600 lasers pointed at you. You're like, oh no.
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns.
I think I'll wait for my 4th run to
Or maybe
create
you
the
prefer
One Punch Man
something
build.
bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
Did you see how many weapons you can hold? Jesus.
I was walking around with the fucking...
I am the armory.
You got an armory on your ship? I am the fucking armory.
It's like the... It's like the... it's like Elder Scrolls though. You carry too much, you can't move. I'm coming! Oh, Wheel of Cheese. I'll take this with me as well. I'm still coming! Oh, we're getting a sick montage. We're definitely coming to the end.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. You can use the Force.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the
Teasing a
time
Star Wars
and spent it here.
expansion.
I know there was
Oh
probably
my
a lot
God.
to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like
Todd.
this can bring.
Mr.
When
Howard,
I think about
Captain
what
Howard,
makes it special,
if this game
it
comes
really
out
is
and
the
it's
people
broken,
here.
I'll never trust
This
you
game is a
again.
reflection of the incredible and passionate team
Yeah.
that made it.
Just works.
All of them
It just
putting
works.
something special of themselves into it.
You're part of
So
the
let's hear some of
indoctrination.
their favorite moments.
There you go, there's the name of the react for
our
this.
final
Starfield.
combination of
It
all the
just
new
works.
tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and
Starfield.
sunrises
I've been
we've ever had in
indoctrinated.
any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love
Of
that
course, the
constant
chick with
feel
the
of
fancy Apple
discovery.
Watch is like,
and
yeah, I
wow, I
love to
can't
take
believe that
photos.
there's more
Did
here.
you know on the new
I'm
Apple?
most excited about our outpost building systems.
Which is also the
My
one that
favorite
was
part
stealing
is
all the
every
sandwiches.
time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic.
See, the thing
It's
is, I
kind
look
of
at the
thing that you
ship
just
thing,
can't
right,
get
and I'm
anywhere
like,
else.
oh, that's a good 3
There's
hours
something
of my
about
time.
seeing a tower over in the distance and
Most
going,
people
I know the
spend 2 hours
gravity's
on
low
fucking character
here.
creation
I think I
alone.
can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
Audio design,
planets.
The day-night cycle, those details matter to me.
diplomacy,
Exploration,
Freedom, the ending.
Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout.
The ending.
Brain sprout.
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
Wow. Honestly, before this
On
direct,
behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your
was
own
like-
special moments.
I was like, I'll play it. And then after this direct, I'm like, I need to play this. Like, injected into my veins. Wow. As Xbox is like one more thing, that's great.
Mm.
6th of September. Pre-order now. Digital premium. Show the collectors. What else comes in it? Digital game download, steelbook, watch, case, badge. Cool. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of what I can only describe as probably the best Xbox showcase we've had in a long time. Jordan, where are you at? What's your number? Just coming off it, where you at?
Yeah, I think they won E3 this year.
Mate, if only E3 was here to win, you know what I mean?
I mean, like, as soon as the press conference started and me and you were like, is that Moss? Is that Moss from IT Crowd?
Dude, honestly, like, I feel like they win. Like, Ubisoft hasn't happened yet, and Ubisoft is looking pretty good, but I feel like this wins. Like, they came, they did exactly what they said they were going to do, they showed a whole bunch of games we've been asking questions about, and a whole bunch of games we didn't know about, and Starfield looks like it's going to be a fucking masterpiece if it just comes out and does everything it promises. I am not even lying when I say that this was a 10 out of 10 showcase for me.
I'm looking at the chat at the moment on YouTube, and everyone's like 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10. One person said 1 out of 10, and they're getting flamed.
Dude, it just ticks every... Oh, as a PlayStation fan, it just ticks every box for me. It just does. It did what PlayStation said it was going to do a week ago.
Yep.
I mean, that, like, I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. I'm happy. I cannot freaking wait. I cannot.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us. We hope you enjoyed our Xbox and Starfield reacts. Remember, these have been split up, so if you haven't watched Xbox, go watch that. This is Starfield, so you've already watched it. Well done. Thank you for making it to the end. And if you did make it to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe for all that fun stuff that we're going to be doing here on the channel. But that's going to do it from us. Jordan, thank you for joining me.
No worries, anytime.
Well, I need to go and edit the video, and Jordan needs to go get some sleep. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, may all your games be good ones, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.